And if you don't have a Genesis, then you could even play Arcus Spirits on the Super Famicom. So yeah. So this game has 4 characters. It's kind of like an isometric dungeon crawler, I guess I would call it. The fastest character in theory is the mage. We're going to play with Erin Gashuna today. So Erin Gashuna is sort of the unique character. She's a warrior maid and she uses a Chinese chain whip to attack. Right, so timing starts when we take the character. So we'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. So as you'll see, there's plenty of enemies to kill. So the unique thing about Erin's attack is she attacks in a straight line, which does a ton of damage, but also has the utility of swinging it a second time while it's extended to sort of spin it around, which is useful in a lot of places as well. Stage 1, or Act 1 I should say. There's 3 of these waterfalls. The boss can be in one of them. Unfortunately, he's not in the closest one, so we're gonna have to take a long detour here. I've had no luck lately in getting the boss come out of the first one. So we have to be careful here because there are a ton of crabs and you could die here. You could definitely die. Okay, so we got, might as well get the doll while we're here. So the doll of life is kind of like a fairy in Zelda. If you die, you'll just revive again. So not a bad thing to have. And first boss is here, and the first boss is gone. Okay, so every time you beat most bosses, they'll drop either a blue gem or red gem, and they sort of alternate every few seconds. So the blue one gives you extra health, the red one gives you more power. In the case of Erin Gashuna, she starts with the most health with 7, when max is 9. So we're gonna take advantage of that and pick up the power the whole way until we are max power. So here we're in a prison. To me it looks more like a sewer, but maybe it's a sewer prison. Maybe it's a Ninja Turtle sewer. They hold Baxter in the sewer prison. So now we got the prison key. Normally you come here first and the prisoner tells you that where the key is to save them. Fortunately, when we get here, you talk to the prisoner and they have died. And instead we're going to take Furia with us. So Furia is probably the best character in the game, excluding our own. Every time you attack, she attacks and she throws these homing balls. While it does generate a little bit of lag, it's completely friendly and obliterates everything. So we're going to take advantage of that. Now we're going to go on the bridgeway. They told us to get the key, which we're not going to see the key. It's just sort of somewhere on the bridge. When you cross the bridge right here, it just gives it to you. Alright, now we got to walk all the way back. Okay, took a hit there. Not a big deal. We're doing good for health. Alright. This game is pretty difficult if you don't know where to go or if you don't know which enemies are ahead. I'm going to take the health here. It doesn't lose too much time. And here's the first phase of the boss. There we go. Already gone. Okay, so we got a 2 cycle second phase, so he can spawn any 4 corners there. I got him on the right spot, but I didn't do enough damage. So the way Erin's weapon works is she does damage every frame that the tip of the chain is in the enemy. So with the right distance and movement, you can do a lot of damage. So this is probably one of the most difficult stages of the game. Stage 3 or Act 3. So what you want to do is get these little swords of something. And you can put them on various pedestals to basically open up paths to the next part of the pyramid maze. So right now we're on the outside here, but we're gonna head over to the inside. And we're about to do a climb where there's a bunch of ravens that fly. And we're gonna see why Aaron's weapon is so good here. Because you can just protect yourself, mostly. There we go. Alright. So one thing that is introduced in this stage also is poison. Poison is notorious in this game. Okay, I intentionally dodged there, I think it was poison, but it was actually the blue one. The blue one just stuns you and stops you from using magic, which we don't use in the run anyway. But if it's purple, I gotta watch out, because it can drain your health like mad. It can bring you down to 1 HP if it wants to. Okay, we got sniped by the axe there. That's no different than usual. Okay, this screen can be really laggy and hurtful if you do it a certain way. You can manipulate the enemies like this, so there's not too much going on. Perfect. Now we got the Sword of Darkness, but hey, the enemies found out where we are. They corner us and they send us to prison, and they take away Furia, and that's the end of our partnership. And we're left with this big giant spider that is gone in one hit. No problem, spider. Alright, okay, that was a little weird, but we're through. This section is going to be difficult as well. It's very important to hug the walls, because some stuff can fly at you. Okay. Got the Sword of the Fighter. So luckily the enemies are positioned exactly where I want them to be here with this movement. Okay. I was hugging left there because I saw an axe coming from the back. I was sure it was going to snipe me, but it didn't. Alright. Psychic axe throwers, exactly. Dagger knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got the stun here. Okay. Stun doesn't bother us one bit. Mine bullets. Hey, what's up, Dig? Good morning. I've got the Sword of Peace, but there's nothing peaceful about these dungeon things rolling after you. Alright, so we're going to take a hard left, hard path around there, because those enemies get really hard coming back. Let's watch poison here. Of course he threw one. Alright, so this is the first boss. Or sorry, the third boss. What am I saying, first boss? Ooh, early morning. Just snoozing, no problem. This is stage 4. First of all, it's a banger of a soundtrack, so let's get some Sega jams. There's these little roaches that are everywhere, and they are annoying. Luckily, my thing swings around. But speaking of annoying, these dragons. So you can only pass through them when you've killed them. But you know, the game decided that they would pop out whenever they want. And you know, it would be counterintuitive to be able to pass through it. That was actually, I would take that kind of luck any day. That was nice. So this game can also trick you in picking tech. So if you pick yes here, you take 1.5 damage, I believe. Dragons are amazing, and we get to see them again coming back. Here we go. Okay, so this is what I mean. Like, you can just... I've stayed there like 15 seconds once. all things considered, this was really good. This one you can actually walk around, yeah. That's not bad RNG at all. Okay. We're gonna take the health just to be sure here. So now we gotta break these fired up barriers to let the water through. We are the firemen tonight. Let's go. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of lag here. So unfortunately, Aaron's short reach here, so you can't shoot it from far, so you have to walk around this block. No big deal. Okay, we got trolled by the dragon. That's fine. And here we'll just show off how the weapon works. All those frames. And now we're fully powered up, and we're going to stage 5. Yeah, Wolf Team. Alright, so now we got our best weapon. So now our hitbox is huge. Which is good because some of the stuff coming up is harder. Alright, there's a mini boss. So texting is a little weird, so you have to mash A, B, and C in alteration. So I sort of use a claw grip when it comes to text to mash my text. So now we're gonna break this crystal, and now we can break these mirrors that we've seen, and they will open up a path that isn't there if you otherwise break them all. Okay. Okay. We got hit there, no big deal. It happens. Okay, I didn't think I was going to get it in one shot, but I did. If you throw your weapon perfectly there, you only need to hit it once. We're going to grab a doll of life for safety here. So now we got a lot of these revive things on our hands. Okay. This boss decided that okay, so now we're gonna get the potion invincibility. So what this does is, you guessed it, you're invincible. We're not having it, and we're gonna walk to the right here to trigger a cutscene but avoid a transformation. There we go. Alright, so that's it for that boss. And now we take the health. So now we are a fully powered up Aaron. Max HP. We're going to be short 1 HP actually here because we have 4 damage, but no big deal. Alright, Act 6. Act 6 can be difficult as well, so it's kind of like a tower climb with some mini fights. First we fight these statues, kind of looks like idols. Okay, took 2 damage, that's like normal there. And these spiders here, they can poison you. They can be out on a mission. You want to be careful not to get webbed too, because then you can lose several seconds and they can just hit you because they feel like it. Okay, this is the most notorious room of the game. These worms just come out whenever they feel like it, but not only that, there's one of them who literally doesn't come out sometimes, and I can tell he's not there right now. So he's normally coming up there, so we're gonna have to do these weird loop around the stage and then he'll spawn. There we go. Hey worm. We still haven't figured out what exactly causes that. Okay, so now we saw Furia earlier, now we fight Furia. And as a reward, we get healed. Let's go. This coming boss is pretty cool in a way. So we're going to use some kiting here. was a pretty good fight. Okay. So we're skipping that last upgrade because, like I said, we're already maxed upgrade and we'll be almost full health there. You get 3 health for completing a stage. Alright, so Act 7 is notorious for its poison fun. Well, a lot of things can poison you here. The game clearly knew that poison could get you. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to reach out and I got poisoned. Anthony Gaudi and... Like, what? I have no idea of what you just explained. I apologize. But I'm gonna say yes. Okay. Okay. Thanks, game. So that boss decided that we weren't gonna have it. Okay. So we skipped some safety items here to go a little faster. Maybe it's not a good decision. We'll see what happens. Especially this guy right here. Okay. So things went okay. So we got another one of these things to do. Okay, we're a little low on health, so we'll pick up a medicine at the end. So we're coming up to a little boss, which is kind of annoying to me. He's the most annoying boss in the game. It's just like a little head that pops in and out of the ground. Especially with Aaron. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good fight. Just like that, we're in our final stage. Act 8 is full of lag, full of surprises, full of everything. Full of RNG, might I add. It was not great. So we just want to try to make our way through this. Here we go. Alright. It's okay, we have 2 revives here, so we'll be okay. So on the second text here, make sure you select no, or else you restart the stage. The game was nice like that. This is Castamira. She's got 3 forms. That was Wizard and Dragon. Now we're heading to Demon form, which is the final phase. We're going to lure the demon to the left behind a pillar in the stage and abuse of that. And show off the awesomeness of this weapon. Alright. That was a really good fight. No items. And that's time. 1802. Alright. That's a pretty good time. This is GG. Let me check out the chat here in case I missed anything. I apologize. I play games that are hard to read chat. Okay. I like your idea of 3 ninjas heal butts. Lore category where you have to watch the movie before you can complete the game. Thanks for ZG, Shimei. Heal butts. Turbo. Dragon. Grand Coon. What's up, GC? GC in the house. The Shinobi fam is hotter than ever in the chat right now. All right. And just like that, we're already in our final game. We're doing good. The final final game is the longest one.